డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, మీరు ఇంటర్మీడియట్లో పార్షియల్ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ అనే టాపిక్ నేర్చుకోలేదని ఉద్దేశంతో ఈ వీడియోలో నేను పార్షియల్ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ అనే టాపిక్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాను. సో వాట్ ఈస్ పార్షియల్ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ ఆర్ పార్షియల్ డెరివేటివ్? ఓకే, సో ఇప్పటికే మీరు ఆర్డినరీ డెరివేటివ్ ఆర్ ఆర్డినరీ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ అనేది వినుంటారు. సో ఇప్పుడు క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, when do we use partial differentiation and when do we use ordinary differentiation? Okay, so ordinary differentiation ఎప్పుడు వాడతాం, అలాగే partial differentiation ఎప్పుడు వాడతాం? Okay, that is the question, right? So ordinary differentiation ఎప్పుడు వాడతాం అంటే, if you have a variable y which depends on a single variable x, okay, then if we discuss the rate of change in y, that is dy, with respect to the change in x, okay, then we call this as ordinary derivative of y with respect to x. So what does this ordinary derivative gives? The rate of change in y with respect to change in x. ఓకే, అంటే x లో చేంజ్ వస్తే y ఎలా చేంజ్ అవుతుంది అన్నది తెలుసుకోవడానికి మనం dy by dx ఆర్ ఆర్డినరీ డెరివేటివ్ వాడతాం. ఓకే, హియర్ y ఈజ్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ x. ఓకే, ఇలా చెప్తే మనం చాలా మంది కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతాం. ఓకే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, యూ టేక్ ఏ సర్కిల్, రైట్? సర్కిల్, దిస్ ఇస్ ఎ సర్కిల్. నౌ వాట్ ఈస్ ద పెరిమీటర్? పెరిమీటర్ అంటే తెలుసు కదా, చుట్టుకొలత. వాట్ ఈస్ ద పెరిమీటర్ ఆఫ్ ఏ సర్కిల్? మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు ఫార్ములా. వాట్ ఈస్ ఇట్? 2πr. సో వాట్ ఈస్ r? r is radius of the circle, right? So if r is the radius of the circle, okay, then the perimeter is 2πr. That means the perimeter, okay, తెలుగులో దీన్ని చుట్టుకొలత అని పిలుస్తాం, రైట్? దేని మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది? ఈ రేడియస్ r మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. సో p ఈజ్ ఎ ఫంక్షన్ ఆఫ్ r. ఓకే, అంటే ఇక్కడ y బదులు p, x బదులు r. సో ఎలా అయితే ఇక్కడ y x మీద డిపెండ్ అయ్యే ఫంక్షన్ అని చెప్తున్నాను, ఇక్కడ చుట్టుకొలత p, ఓకే, ఆర్ పెరిమీటర్ p ఈజ్ ఎ ఫంక్షన్ ఆఫ్ రేడియస్ r. A simple example. Similarly, area also. Okay, suppose you take area of the circle, then what is the formula? Pi r square. So pi is a constant, fixed constant, and what changes? Radius changes. So if you change the radius, that means you take different radius, okay, the radius changes, then the area also changes. So area is a dependent variable, okay, which depends on the independent variable r. Okay, then a is also a function of r. Okay, then we talk about dp by dr, means the rate of change in p with respect to rate of change in r. Similarly, you can also talk about dA by dr. Okay, what is the change in area with respect to change in radius r? For example, if r is equal to 2, then what is area? Pi r square. So pi into 2 square, that is 4 pi. But if you change the radius from r is equal to 2 to r is equal to 3, then what is the area? Then it is pi into 3 square, that is equal to 9 pi. So what happens? Each time you change r, area changes. Now what is dA by dr? dA by dr means for a small change in radius r, what is the change in the area A? That is given by dA by dr. Okay, because area is a function of radius r. Okay, okay, but there are some functions where, okay, or there are some dependent variable. For example, let us say z, which not only depends on a single variable, but it depends on more than one variable. It may be two variables, three variables, or anything like that. Okay, so suppose z is a variable or a function depends on x and y. మళ్ళీ ఇలా చెప్తే మీకు మళ్ళీ కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ ఉంటుంది. అసలు ఫంక్షన్ ఏంటి ఎక్స్ అండ్ వై అంటే? ఏమీ లేదు. z వాల్యూ xy వాల్యూస్ మీద డిపెండెంట్. సపోజ్ యూ టేక్ ఎ రెక్టాంగిల్. Okay, then what happens? This is length and this is breadth. What is the area of the rectangle? L into B. Okay, length into breadth is equal to area. మీకు చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి తెలిసే ఉంటుంది. That means the area of rectangle, or area అంటే వైశాల్యం. Okay, area of rectangle depends on two variables, not on single variable. Two variables. One is length, that is పొడవు. Second is breadth. That means area is a function of two variables L and B. If you change the length like this, then what happens? The area also changes. Okay, what is the area? So this is the area. Okay, this is the area. Okay, now if you change the length, this also adds. So what happens? The area changes. Similarly, if you increase the breadth, okay, for example, like this, if you change the breadth, the area also changes, right? Now the area is this, right or not? For example, is equal to, suppose the length L is equal to 3 and breadth B is equal to 2, then what is the area? Area is equal to 3 into 2, of course, length 3 centimeters, breadth 2 centimeters, so that is equal to 6 centimeters square or square centimeters. Okay, or you can also write it as centimeter square. Okay, suppose you keep breadth fixed, that means keep B is equal to 2, leave it as it is, 2 centimeters, but change L to 4 centimeters, then what happens? Area is 4 into 2 now, so that is 8. That means what? Area changes when you change length. Similarly, if you leave length is equal to 3 centimeters, but you change the breadth, B is equal to 1.5 centimeter, then what happens? So area is equal to, what happens? Length 3 into breadth 1.5. Okay, so this is equal to 4.5. Am I right or not? Square centimeters or centimeter square. So here area depends on two variables, length and breadth. Sometimes we find other variables which not only depends on two variables, they may depend on more than two variables also. For example, volume. Okay, volume of a room. So what is the formula for volume? LBH. Okay, length, breadth and height. Okay, suppose this is the room, so to find the volume of this room, okay, so what happens? We not only measure length and breadth, okay, but also require height and multiply them together, okay, to get the volume. Now volume is a function of three variables, not two variables. So if you change L, then volume changes. So volume is a function of length, breadth, and height. You can also find many examples like, for example, in physics, you study about kinetic energy. Okay, KE, Gati Shakti antam Telugulo. So what is the formula for kinetic energy of an object? So KE, okay, for example, I simply write K is equal to half mv square. Means what? Kinetic energy depends on mass of the body or object and velocity of the object. That means K is a function of m and v. Sometimes we write K of m comma v, or K is a function of m comma v. Means what? If you change m, K changes. If you change v, then also K changes. So what you have to notice here is there are functions which depends on single variable like this, or there are also functions which depends on more than one variable like this, okay, like this. Okay, similarly potential energy is a function of mgh, mass, of course g may be treated as a constant, okay, and h. So potential energy is a function of m and h. If you change m of the object, then potential energy changes. H, height of the object, okay, then potential energy changes. Okay, దీన్ని స్థితి శక్తి అంటాం తెలుగులో, right? So if you have functions, okay, that depends on more than one variable, then we discuss change of this dependent variable v with respect to L, with respect to B, with respect to H. That means change of the dependent variable v with respect to all independent variables. Similarly, here also you can talk about dou k by dou m, dou k by dou v. Okay, that means instead of d, we write dou. Okay, this is symbol for partial derivative. Okay, we'll continue this in the next lecture. Thank you.